Yes.
Hi, my name is Jenny. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay, sounds good. Well, the purpose of my call is to inform you the state has recently approved new final expense whole life insurance. What it does, it covers the cost of funeral, burial, cremation expenses, and it also gives an option to leave some money for your family members. So, would you like to learn more about it?
Yes.
Cool. Let me ask you this. Are you between the age of 40 to 80?
Yes.
Great. I'm going to quickly connect you to the product specialist. Stay with me on the line. Thank you so much for staying on the line. This is Dora with Senior Financial Solutions. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay. So the reason we are calling you today is a reference to end of your life financial planning. We wanted to update you regarding brand new state regulated final expense whole life insurance plan that are designed to cover 100% cost of your funeral, burial, and cremation expenses. And these plans are especially designed for people on fixed income, social security, and disability income. So I just have a few quick questions for you, then I will let you talk to your product specialist who's going to provide you with the no obligation code. So may I ask how old are you as of today?
67.
67, perfect. And do you make your own financial decision by yourself?
Yes.
That's perfect. And hon, what is your zip code down there?
90813.
Okay, give me a moment. 90813, right?
Correct.
And you're residing in California. That's perfect. Great. So, hon, we do have different plans available for you. So, which plan worth of coverage would you like to see the prices on? Like 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, or more than that? Any rough idea?
20,000 should work.
Okay, great. And do you believe in a burial or do you believe in a cremation?
Burial.
Burial. That's perfect. Got it. And hon, in case if you like this policy in future, then who would be the beneficiary on this policy? Like your son, your spouse, your daughter, or anyone in the siblings or relationship?
My daughter.
Your daughter, may God bless her. Perfect. Okay, so hon, if we are able to offer you something affordable that fit into your needs regarding your final expense and possibly get the best coverage available in the market, then would you at least think about it to starting your coverage within the next 30 days?
Yes.
Great. And hon, do you have a valid mode of payment like check-in or a savings account with the bank?
Yes.
Great. And you already told me that you're 67. So what is your birthday?
November 3rd, 1956.
November 3rd, 1956. Thank you so much. And hon, one last question from my side. Whom do I have the pleasure of speaking with? Like, how do you pronounce your first and last name?
Lindsay Gardner.
Okay. And how do you spell your first name?
Lindsay.
Linzsay.
Yes.
Okay. Am I talk? I'm talking with the sir, right?
No.
Oh, my apologies. I'm talking with the lady, right?
Yes.
It's Lindsay. Okay, got it. So, hon, that's the required information I was looking to verify from your side. Now, I'm just going to simply connect your call to one of my product specialists. He will show you all the options around 20,000 for burial. And I also sent you everything in the mail so you can discuss with your daughter as well, okay?
Okay.
So just bear with me. I'll introduce you first. Here we go. Bear with me. Thanks for holding. This is Tom. How can I help? Hi, Tom. This is Dora. I got a prospect for you on the line. She is currently 67. Birthday is 11/3, 1956. She makes her decision residing in California with the zip code is 90813. She needs coverage around 20,000 blades and burial. So please assist her further. Thank you. Okay, Dora. I appreciate you. Let me take over the call. Hey, ma'am. Hope you are doing good.
Yeah, everything's good.
Okay. First of all, ma'am, pleasure to have you on the line, and thanks for holding. I understand that you and my assistant were discussing some final expense plan, and they sent you with to me to help you to get some pricing and see if we can help you to get any discounts. Is that correct?
Yes.
Perfect. Now, before we begin, I want to tell you something very important things about these plans. Like these plans have benefits that are guaranteed for life, where the premium never changes and the coverage never expires, regardless of your age or health, because these are whole life in nature. Ma'am, we are one of the largest network of final expenses, helping about 10,000 clients annually with license in 48 different states and affiliation with 40 top A-rated insurance companies such as Mutual of Omaha, AIG, Prosperity, Liberty Bankers, Royal Neighbors of America, Colonial Penn, Lincoln Heritage, American Amicable, just to name a few. So what's this mean for you is knowing that we do things the right way. Like, ma'am, I will do all that shopping part for you on this one phone call, just as you walk into those insurance companies separately and ask them one by one about their codes and their benefits. And the best thing is that these plans are also offering you some living benefits. Such benefits are called accelerated death benefits. Down the road, in case of terminal illness or expectancy of death prescribed by a doctor, within 90 days, you can withdraw up to 50% face value from your policy and use that within your life, like paying your medical bills or taking care of any event of emergency. So, ma'am, keep in mind a word for you. So I promise that by the end of this call, either I will hand you over your policy number or I will close your file permanently and let you go for the rest of your life. Sound fair so far, ma'am?
Yes.
Perfect. Now, ma'am, let me verify the information. My rep mentioned currently you are 67 years young with a date of birth November the 3rd, 1956. Is that correct?
Yes.
Oh, to be honest with you, ma'am, you sound pretty young. Like I thought that I was talking with a young lady like 30 to 40 years. That means you are taking good care of yourself. Is that correct?
Yes.
Wonderful, ma'am. I will pray to my Lord for your blessing health. So currently you are in the state of California, Long Beach, with the zip code 90813,
Correct.
right?
Yes.
Perfect. Now, tell me, ma'am, are you a smoker or a non-smoker?
Non-smoker.
Okay. It will give you some additional discount due to non-smoking. And what's your height? How much do you weigh?
I'd say I'm around 5'6" and 135 pounds.
Wonderful. Perfect. And ma'am, lots of folk I speak with every day, like they usually get this coverage for three different reasons. Some people, they want to cover the cost of their funeral burial. Some people, they want to cover the cost of cremation. And some people, like, they want to leave money behind for their family as a good gift of love. So, ma'am, if you choose to get this coverage, what fits the best into your need?
Burial expenses.
Okay, perfect. So, ma'am, do you already have anything in place for your funeral burial, like a burial plot, a casket, tombstone, or any pre-existing coverage?
No.
Okay, don't worry, ma'am. Right now, you are in safe hands, and honey, I'm pretty sure I will help you with the best available plan in the market. Tell me, ma'am, are you familiar with any of the funeral home in your local area in Long Beach, California?
No.
Okay, I can see here, ma'am, like there are too many funeral homes. Like later on, if you want to change the funeral homes, you can definitely change it. And the best funeral home that are located in Long Beach, California, I'm going to show you. And if you are familiar with anyone, then you can tell me and I will show you where they are located. The best funeral home is Mortuary and Funeral Homes. Meadow 27. Are you familiar with that, ma'am?
I think I've heard of it.
Yes, ma'am. This is one of the best funeral home, and their full name is Long Beach Colonial Mortuary. They are located at 6638
Atlantic Avenue, Long Beach, California. And ma'am, they are offering a permanent whole life and they will provide you all the basic services, wing visitation, funeral ceremony, transfer of remain, embalming, plus casket, outer burial container, dressing and casketing. Like each and everything will be covered. And ma'am, if you want, you can go for a combo plan where you can also leave money for your family members. Like most of our clients, because especially moms and grandmoms, they want to go with that. Tell me, you are willing to get a combo plan where you can also leave the money for your family members?
Yeah, they should have something nice on me, sure.
Surely, ma'am. And now, ma'am, tell me, like, to understand your situation better, are you currently employed, self-employed, or retired?
Retired.
Okay. And you are on a regular social security income or you are on disability income?
Social Security income.
Oh, that's great, ma'am. You know, the best part is that these plans are specially designed for the clients like you who are on fixed income, social security or disability. And you mentioned you are on retired social security income. So, ma'am, it will give you maximum discount up to 30%. Now, ma'am, I'm going to ask you just yes or no qualifying questions that will help me to find the best option.
I'm going to skip the medical questions because they're very long and boring and we've all heard them before.
And ma'am, my rep mentioned your date of birth is November the 3rd, 1956. Is that right?
Correct.
Oh, that's wonderful. This is a coincidence. My birthday is also in November, but I was born on November 20th.
Close enough.
This is a coincidence. Now, ma'am, I got a great news for you, honey, that you are perfectly qualified with the day one coverage. Do you know what the day one coverage mean, ma'am?
There's no waiting period.
Yes, ma'am. And the other thing is that, let me explain it to you. Day one coverage means the day you will do your first monthly premium, your policy kicks in immediately. There is no waiting period, no grace period, and you will be covered from the very first day. Mean, ma'am, if you pay just only one premium, and God forbid, if something happens to you the day after paying the premium, the insurance company, they will give the full worth of the coverage to your beneficiaries within the matter of 10 to 24 hours. And the good thing is that because you qualified for the day one, the company will also giving you that kind of plan which is accidental as well. Like God forbid, if you died in an accidental death, then the beneficiaries will get the double amount of the coverage from the company. Like in case of any kind of accidental death, the price, like the premium, face amount is going to be the double indemnity benefits. This is the best plan. That's why people want to go for that. Now, ma'am, my rep mentioned your name. Don't want to mispronounce it. How do you pronounce your name, ma'am?
Lindsay.
L-I-N-D-E-Y?
Lindsay.
L-I-N-D-S as in Sam, E-Y.
Yes.
Lindsay. Okay, and that's your first name or last name?
First name.
And Lindsay, what's your last name?
Gardner.
Spell it for me, ma'am.
Gardner.
Oh, so sweet name, just like yourself, right? Lindsay Gardner. Okay. Now, honey, that's pretty much all the questions I needed to ask. And the good thing is that, ma'am, we have got many carriers coming back with the positive feedback. Within a few seconds, ma'am, I should be able to pull out 3 different options for you. And whatever you will decide to keep, we will just simply go ahead, do an application, get yourself approved, and the insurance company, they will provide you the policy number. So there are 2 ways I can pull out the rates for you. Either you can tell me how much you would like to spend on your final expense insurance monthly, and I can pull out the maximum coverage you can get in that budget, or I should go ahead, show you various options, and you select one from it. It's totally up to you. Again, Mrs. Gardner, do you have any budget in mind you want to share with me?
No, I want to make sure I have the right coverage, so let's start with $20,000 plans.
Okay, definitely, ma'am. Like as I mentioned, the average cost of the funeral traditional way is 15,000 in the state of California. So what I'm gonna do? Let me present you the different options in front of yourself. And if I'm going out of your budget, simply tell me. I will show you some lower. And if you thought that this gonna be affordable, definitely, ma'am, we can go with that. And keep in mind, any of the plan in case of accidental death, it's gonna be the double indemnity benefit to your beneficiaries. So, Lindsay, among the 40 insurance companies, the company coming on the top of the list is American Amicable. American Amicable are in this business for more than 120 years. They have billions of dollars worth in assets. What this mean for you, ma'am, is having an assurity of mind that your beneficiaries, they would be in safe hands. And Lindsay, to be very honest with you, in my entire career, I have never seen a single claim that American Amicable they had not paid on time, because this is one of the best company and very famous for paying the double indemnity benefits to the beneficiaries in the matter of 10 to 24 hours. Like you can simply say no waiting period, no grace, and in case of accidental, they will give you the double indemnity benefits. So the first option available with the company American Amicable, day one coverage, never gonna expire, never gonna change, and double indemnity that will cost you just only $50.78 a month.
For 20,000?
$10,000 in natural death
Okay.
and $20,000 in case of accidental death.
Oh no, I wanted 20 for natural death because I don't foresee it being an accident. So
Okay, don't worry, we have that plan as well, ma'am. You were looking for a policy of 20 grand. Let me see. With the same benefits, ma'am, day one, never gonna expire. Yes, ma'am, I got that. So with the same benefits, day one, never gonna expire, never gonna change. And in case of any kind of accidental, the beneficiaries will get the 40 grand. So the American Amicable, ma'am, they are coming back with just only $98 a month.
that's perfect. I was hoping it would be
Gonna
around
remain the
it would be around 100. So that's perfect. That fits exactly.
what?
That's perfect. I was hoping it would be around 100. So that's perfect. That fits exactly what I needed.
Exactly, ma'am. Now, ma'am, let me tell you what is the process here with the company American Amicable. The process is real short. I will quickly go ahead, fetch up the documents, give yourself approved from the company. And ma'am, the insurance company, they will generate a policy number for you today. They will mail out all your legal papers at your mailing address within next 5 to 7 business days. So you can review it, discuss with your beneficiaries, and if everything is in order, then you can make a good decision by making the payment on the day that you will select. So Lindsay, most of our clients, what they are doing, they usually pay their premium on the day whenever they get paid, either on the first of the month, third of the month, or second, third, fourth Wednesday of each month. You mentioned you are on retired Social Security income. Tell me which date of every month you get paid.
The first of the month.
First. Okay, so today is the 19th of the June. What I'm going to do, ma'am, I can withhold your payments. I'm going to put your first draft date is on the 1st of the June. So make sure you will pay the premium, and on the 1st, if you pay, your policy will come into effect 100% without waiting period or grace period. Is that okay with you, ma'am, on the 1st of the next month, 1st of the July?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Now, ma'am, here I'm going to put you on a recorded line for your application, and I really want your honesty, because all the information that you will provide to me straightly goes on your legal papers, so I don't want any kind of mistake. First of all, ma'am, I want you to spell your full name same as it is written on your legal papers.
First name Lindsay. Last name Gardner.
Okay. And Lindsay, do you use any middle initial for yourself?
No.
Okay. And currently you are 67 years young lady with a great health condition, and date of birth is November the 3rd, 1956. Is that right, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And now, ma'am, tell me if the insurance company, they want to talk with you. So what is the best number where we can reach you back?
408 996 1010.
Okay. The alternative phone number, like the best number is 408 996 1010.
Correct.
Okay. And that's a landline or it's a cell phone?
Landline.
Okay. And ma'am, the number that we are talking right now, which is in front of me, this is like a landline or cell phone?
Cell phone.
Cell phone. Okay, perfect. Now, Lindsay, tell me, what is your mailing address where you want us to send you all the legal papers once you get approved?
1081 Long Beach Boulevard.
1081 Long Beach Boulevard,
Yes.
Long Beach, California 90813.
Correct.
Okay, and that's your own house
Yes.
or you rent that apartment?
It's a rented apartment.
Okay, and tell me, ma'am, which state you was born in? Here in Florida, or here in California, or somewhere else?
In Texas.
Oh, and how long you been here in California?
Oh, I mean, like, basic my whole life. We moved here when I was, like, 2 years old, so...
Oh, like it's like you spent whole life here in California, right?
Yeah.
That's great. And you don't have any kind of middle initial, just only Lindsay Gardner, right?
Correct.
Perfect. Now, Lindsay, what is your, like, by any chance, do you have any email where you will get the soft copy right away once we are done with the application?
It's just my first name and last name, 56@gmail.com.
Yes. Okay, it's lindsay.gardner56@gmail.com, right?
Correct.
Okay. And you, like, that email is working?
Yes.
lindsayGardner56@gmail.com. Okay, I got that. Now, here I need attention from your side, Lindsay. The most important question, like, who will be the beneficiary on your policy? In other words, I want you to tell me, like, who is the responsible person that will get the check of the money from the insurance company whenever you are not in this world?
My daughter can do it.
Okay, I want you to spell your daughter's full name.
First name, Rebecca. Last name, Martin.
Okay, it's Rebecca Martin, Martin.
Correct.
Okay, and how old is she?
41.
Okay, I got that. And any middle or initial for Rebecca?
No.
Okay. And ma'am, like, God forbid, if Rebecca is not there at that time to take the claim from the insurance company, then who will be the next person in the line? Like, who is going to be the contingent beneficiary?
I could add my son, but he's not really, like, good with this kind of stuff. He's not quite responsible. So if we don't have to add a second beneficiary, I think she'll be around. Because I don't know if,
Yeah, ma'am, don't.
he'll, like, lose the paperwork
Okay, like,
and be like,
don't
what?
worry.
Policy? What? He's just not very responsible.
Yeah, ma'am, don't worry. Like, later on, like, I will share my information as well, like my personal number, extension with the state, each and everything. So don't need to worry about anything. Later on, if you want to, like, put your son as well, so definitely you can get in touch with me and we can put your son as well as your beneficiary. But for right now, you want to make just only your daughter,
Yes.
right? Rebecca Martin. Sure, ma'am. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to put your daughter Rebecca Martin as your primary beneficiary, and insurance company they will give $20,000 in case of natural death, and in case of accidental death, she will receive $40,000 from the insurance company American Amicable, and they can use that money according to your bill. If you want, she can take the whole money, and if you want to distribute between your son and your daughter, so definitely it's gonna work same as your will. You satisfied with that, ma'am?
Yes.
With Rebecca Martin, the primary Okay. Now, Lindsay, tell me that what is the name of your primary care doctor?
So I don't necessarily have a primary care physician. I have a clinic that I go to. Whenever I go in, they just kind of assign me to whoever's around. So I don't have like one doctor I consistently go to.
Okay, like this is just an optional question. If you remember the name of your doctor, you can simply tell me. And if you don't remember, don't worry.
Yeah, I'm just saying it changes. So like every time I go in, I get a different doctor. So I don't have one that, is consistent. I have a clinic that I keep going to, but they don't assign me to one specific doctor.
Yeah, ma'am. Like, may Lord bless you with a good health. Right now, you are perfectly healthier. That's why you don't have any doctor. Don't worry. It's just an optional.
Right.
So we can go without the doctor. Don't worry. Okay. Now, Miss Lindsay, what's your social? State one digit at a time, please.
457.
Now, Lindsay, here I would like to do some customer service. First of all, ma'am, thanks for your cooperation. I want you to go ahead and grab a pen and piece of paper, and I want you to write down all of my information. So in future, if you want to change anything related to your policy, or in future, if you want to, like my assistant or anything, because I will be the agent on that record, so I want you to write down all of my information as well. So, ma'am, let me know when you are ready with a pen and a piece of paper.
Go ahead.
You have pen and piece of paper handy?
Yes.
Oh, that's great. You are pretty sharp lady, right? Okay. First of all, ma'am, I want you to write down my full name. Is Tom Anderson. You got that, or you want me to spell it for you?
I got it. It's a pretty common name.
Okay. And now, ma'am, you can write down my extension ID. It's 4253. And write down our business number. It's 800-793-7280.
In case you were wondering, this number is in service, but when you call it, you just sit on hold with hold music forever. You don't actually connect to anybody.
And also, you can write down my direct line as well. Like, if you want to get in touch with me directly, call me on this number, which is 281-270-1006.
This number is also in service, but also just puts you on an endless hold with hold music. You never connect to anybody.
Now, Lindsay, if you want my assistant, because I will be the agent on the record for the rest of your life, what you need to do, first give me a call on my direct line. If I'm available or if I'm not busy with any other customer, then you can definitely get in touch with me on my direct number. But, like, if I'm not there, if I was not able to get in touch, then you need to give the call on the customer service. Whoever picked the call from HR, you just need to tell them my name is Lindsay Gardner and I want to talk with my agent, Tom Anderson, extension ID 4253, and they will simply transfer your call over to me. Okay. And ma'am, you can also write down the company's name, which is coming back to assure you with the best plan, which is a day one coverage. Write down day one coverage and write down the company's name. It's American Amicable. The plan name is Golden Solution. Yes, ma'am. And your policy is going to be started on the 1st of the next month. Make sure you will have $98.98. And if you pay on the 1st, then this policy, you're going to be fully covered for the rest of your life. All right, Lindsay?
Okay.
Okay. Now, ma'am, we are going with the last part of the application. What I'm going to do, I'm going to transfer this call over to our accounts manager. They will submit your application with the company and get your policy number. So be patient with them. Before I take you over to the manager, do you have any questions for me so far?
No.
Okay. So here we go with David.
I cut out the silence, but he literally just handed the phone to another person in the same call center. There was no transfer.
Hey, Mrs. Gardner, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm blessed. Thank you so much for asking. Well, first of all, pleasure to have you on the line. I realize that you have already been on the phone with us for several minutes, and it seems like we are almost done. And now this is the last part of your application, Lindsay. What all we need to do is to just simply go ahead and get you approved with the carrier, which is the most important thing as of today. Now, once you get approved, your premiums, your benefits are logged in. And any upcoming changes on your plans will not affect your benefit and not affect your premiums. Upon approval, we will go ahead and send you legal documents at your mailing address. And once you have the documents, you can review it, look over, and then if all is in order, you can make a right decision by making your first payment on it. And keep in mind, the day you have to pay the first premium to the insurance carrier, you're fully covered with a plan and your policy comes into effect. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Beautiful. And I can see there my rep quoted you $20,000 worth of coverage, day one, whole life, and it's going to be $98 a month. Is that correct?
Yes.
Ms. Lindsay, now, the last part, ma'am, the insurance carrier, they don't send me out to collect the money like in the old days. And even they don't send me out to, give the check to your beneficiaries. So they require everyone to pay the monthly basis so you never miss your premiums. Even if you are sick, hospitalized, or even if you're in a state of emergency, where you can miss your premiums by mistake, so it should not be missed there to add a lapse or gaps on your policy. So we can put the very safest mode of payment out of your checking or savings, so you never miss your premiums and never lapse the policy. So tell me, would that be through to your checking or savings?
Checking.
Checking, all right. And that checking account is under the same name, Lindsay Gardner?
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Lindsay, whom do you bank with?
Chase.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? You're the fifth customer today. I closed who have the Chase Bank. I think folks love the Chase Bank, huh?
It's pretty big. It's a huge
Okay.
bank.
Yeah. And did you open the account in Long Beach, California?
I think I was in Torrance, which is nearby, but same state.
Okay. I got you. And do you remember the routing number by heart, or you want to grab a checkbook for that?
I have it in online banking. The one I have in front of me, I'm assuming we want paper and electronic and not wires, because there's 3 routing numbers, but usually it's the first one people want. So what I'm seeing is 322 271 627.
Okay, I got 322-271627. Correct?
Yes.
All right, thank you so much. Let's see, what is your checking account number?
It is 649.
And now, congratulations, Miss Lindsay. Your application is done. And within a few moments, I will take you over to the insurance carrier to get you approved with the plan. And once you get approved, they will hand you over your policy number. And I hope, my rep already provides you all the information, like a business number and extension ID. And then you choose a beneficiary is your daughter, Rebecca Martin. I want to know, how old is she?
41.
She's 41, okay. And is she the only beneficiary on your policy, or do you want to put as any other beneficiary?
We just listed her. He tried to get me to add a second beneficiary, but the only other person I can think of is my son Chase, and he's not super responsible. He would lose the paperwork. He's just not really, that with it. So, I mean, if we needed to, we could add him later, but I think Rebecca would be better suited to be in charge of this.
Yeah, fine. If you want to add some more beneficiaries later on, you can call us back, and we are here to help you out. But it's better you can put two beneficiaries because, nobody knows when the time comes.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm going to put just your daughter, Rebecca. And later on, if you want to add, you can call us back. Let me put down there. And how long you have been in California, by the way?
Like 65 years. I was born in Texas, but we moved here when I was like 2, so basically my whole life.
Okay. And your mailing address and your residential place will be same. It's 1081 Long Beach Boulevard. And before I take you over to the insurance company, I just want to make sure we are on the same page, ma'am. Because, this is a very legit thing. I really don't want to make any kind of mistake. My rep mentioned that you're at the age of 67 and you're in good shape. Do you take any medication that I should be aware of?
The only thing I have is allergy medicine, but it's over the counter, so I'm not sure if that really matters, because millions of people take over the counter allergy meds.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I'm telling you the truth, ma'am, your sounds pretty young over the phone call. It seems like you're in your 30s and 40s. You're born in Texas?
Yes.
And in the future, if you want to add some more coverage, you can always call us back, and we can help you to, add some more coverage, because the more the merrier. So I'm going to go ahead and put you on a brief hold, and I will be right back in a short while with your insurance carrier. And be patient with the carrier because it's a one-time process, and the sooner they get you approved, they will send it right out at your mailing address. Okay, first of all, thanks for your cooperation. So I got the best licensed agent in the state of California with American Cable. His name is Sean. Now he will take over the call and deal all the matters with American Cable and help you to getting yourself approved and your policy number. So Sean, Lindsay is on the line. Please take over the call, and you both have a blessed day from my side. Thank you. You're welcome. All right, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well, thank you for asking. Now, I do want to make you aware here that the portion of my call will be on a recorded line for compliance and quality assurance. Now, to remind you, my name is Sean, and I see that you are applying through American Amicable here to the state of California for about $20,000 worth of coverage. Sound about right so far?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Ms. Lindsay, we're going to make this a really quick process here. We're going to go through, validate some of your information, go through a few medical questions, and then lastly, we're going to do your voice signature, and we'll get you back to the rest of your day, okay?
Okay. He verified that I don't have a middle name, my date of birth, whether I use tobacco, the fact that it's $20K in coverage. He told me the premium would be $101.80, not $98.98. He didn't explain why it was more expensive all of a sudden. He just asked if that would be okay, and then my height and weight, and then he asked the same medical questions that Tom asked. So no idea why I was asked them by the Indians when this guy was just going to ask the exact same questions all over again. So Sean, are you like a licensed agent, or are you from the insurance company?
So I'm actually a licensed agent here. I actually work for DreamWealth Financial, so I don't work directly for American Amicable.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Who were the people I spoke to before you then?
Yes. So the people that you spoke to before, they're like, in a way, like our runners. They'll go through, validate all of your information here, and they're going to see what plan you could be approved for. And then me as the agent, I'm the person who actually does the actual pricing, the application process with you, and then getting you approved. They're more or less just, getting you guys set up for us to just transfer over to us. Right. That makes sense so far.
They had very thick Indian accents.
Yes, they sure do. Question that, but it has nothing to do with me.
He then verifies the policy start date, my home address, my phone number, my birthplace, and my beneficiary's details. I know that the point of doing this is to get the U.S. agent, and I'm glossing over the entire U.S. agent part, but I promise you it's very boring. We've already asked him where he works, what he does, and for his explanation of the Indians, and that's all you really need to hear. We then do a voice signature, which involves 10 yes or no questions, which again is very boring, so I'm skipping over it. And then...
All right. Lindsay, I'm going to go ahead and submit your application here in just a moment here. And
I'm going to go ahead and submit your application here for you here, and then we should have an answer here within the next 2 minutes, okay?
Okay.
Your application with American Amicable. Now, this will be your new insurance carrier moving forward. And before I let you go here, I want to remind you that my name is Sean, and I do work for DreamWealth Financial, and I will be your agent of record from this point moving forward. You will also be receiving a letter from us here within the next 2 to 5 business days with your policy information, as well as a call from our welcome team, just to ensure everything is to your liking. So keep an eye out for that, okay?
So if I need to change something with the policy, do I call the Indian guy or do I call you?
No, ma'am. So what you can do here, if you need to change anything, you can reach out to the carrier directly.
Oh, okay.
Yes, ma'am. So the Indian guy, he was just like the front runner, just to get you over to me, see that if you could actually, get the licensed agent, see if you could actually get approved for the policy.
Right.
So like I said here, if you need to change anything,
he gave me a callback number, like, oh, if you need to change the beneficiary, here's my number, call me. So I'm like, but then you're the agent on record, so who who does what?
No, ma'am. So I know it's a little confusing here, but for him, that's no, ma'am. He can't make any changes to your policy.
Okay.
Only the carrier itself could.
So I bid Sean farewell, and a few days later, I received a follow-up call about this policy. Hello?
Hi, good afternoon, Ms. Gardner. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty well, thank you. My name is Mark Taylor. I'm calling you on behalf of your life insurance company, ma'am, American Amicable. I hope you do remember applying for a policy with us.
I do remember the policy. I don't exactly remember who, the name of the agent that created it.
Oh, you got a problem or something?
No. I'm just trying to blank on who did it. But anyway, continue.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's okay. So you apply for $20,000 worth of coverage, monthly premiums $101, primary beneficiary Rebecca Martin. Does that ring a bell?
Yes.
So, all right. So, Ms. Gardner, your first draft date is July next month. July the 1st. Coming up next month, next week as well. So, the reason of this short call, Ms. Gardner, was to let you know the banking information that you provided us for this policy with J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, that came back as invalid account, ma'am. That's why I'm calling you back. The account number is invalid. So I'm calling you back so you can help us out to re-verify this information. I can read your account number to you. I can read your routing number. You just have to let us know if that's the right one or not.
From what I remember, my bank has like 3 different routing numbers. You guys want like paper and electronic, right?
ACH, that's right,
They don't want wires, right? It's not wires?
And one thing I want to double confirm, ma'am. It's a joint account, or is this account is just under your name?
Just under my name.
Gotcha. And it's a checking account or a savings account?
Checking account.
All right. Just when you are ready, you can let me know, ma'am. I can read that for you.
We go over my routing number and checking account number twice, but sadly, it still won't validate. If you haven't caught on yet, it's because it's fake.
That is correct.
Yes.
Well, let me double check. All right. Do you have funds available in your account, right? Like it's $1.
Yeah, there's money in it.
Yeah, there is money in there, okay. Still, it comes back as invalid, ma'am.
Actually, we just resent because we didn't miss the payment for the previous policy, so I will make one payment for you. And you can go ahead and continue your payments again in the next month, okay? So that's what I need.
Yeah, I said it still came back as invalid account number.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I'm trying to figure out why. I mean, this is the same account that I used to pay my credit cards, and I've never had that problem, so... He asked for my routing number and checking account number one more time, then places me on the world's longest hold. And then...
All right, so ma'am, you just have that account with Chase? Or is there anyone else, like you also have another account as well?
Not with Chase, no.
Not with Chase? Well, still, ma'am, this account number came back as invalid. What does that mean? That account is closed, unfortunately. Yes.
Are you sure it's not?
Yes, it's closed.
Are you sure it's not like a...
I'm sorry?
Are you sure it's not like a fraud thing where they're like, we don't recognize this person trying to do stuff with your account, so we're gonna... Like when you try to buy something with a credit card and it throws up a fraud alert and the transaction doesn't go through. Are you sure it's not something like that?
No, I don't know. What are you trying to ask me, though? Repeat yourself, please. That's what I meant.
When you buy something with a credit card, like an expensive thing, like you go to Costco and you try to buy a
Mm-hmm.
TV and it's like $700
Mm-hmm.
and your credit card company is like, your bank is like, whoa, that's suspicious, why are you spending so much? And they like block the transaction because they suspect fraud. And then you have to call them and be like, yeah, that's really me, I'm trying, I know it looks suspicious, but I really am spending that much money, so on and so. So could it be a similar situation here where the bank's like, who?
No, actually, the insurance carriers, man, they are direct with, they are banks, basically. So the banks specifically provide them a portal to check the account and the routing number, man.
Oh, okay.
And that's how we put the account and the routing number in that portal. It says invalid account number. That's how it works here with life insurance companies, though. And we are working with 40 different carriers right now.
And they don't take credit cards, correct? It has to be a checking account?
Well, like they do though, but it's like a manually payment every month, and it's gonna charge you for more dollars as well, extra fee. So yeah, Lindsay, there isn't one option available, ma'am. We can just simply make a 3-way call to the headquarters of Chase, and I will be in a hold. You're gonna talk to that representative, and you're gonna let them know like what's going on actually, okay?
Wait, so you're gonna 3-way call them and then just mute while I talk to them?
Obviously, you're the account holder, man.
But you're the one trying to pull the payment, so wouldn't they want your perspective?
Not me. Not me, unfortunately. Like, that's how it works. You like you were the policy owner.
Yeah.
And give me a second.
It's just an awkward situation where I have to talk to him and be like, yeah,
No,
so this guy who's not talking is saying that the payment is failing.
You apply for a life insurance policy, right? Not me. And the insurance company hired me to call you to let you know what's wrong with your policy, actually. So my job is to let you know. If you want to go with this policy, man, that's the only way. That's how we can figure out that that's your right account number or not, actually.
I don't know what you're seeing on your end. I don't have access to your portal. I don't have screenshots. So if they're like, what does it say exactly?
You were confused too that you were providing me the right one, but the one we have in front of us is wrong. So that's why to clear all the confusion, I'm going to call the bank, right? You can ask them that's my account, that's my routing, or just ask them what's my account, what's my routing. It works both ways.
I mean, if we're just asking them what the information is, it's on my online banking. I gave it to you, so.
Well, if it's accurate, ma'am, it should not say it's an invalid account number,
It sounds like I'm playing dumb, and I am. But the point I was trying to make is this guy wants me to get on the horn with Chase and go, some random dude who's probably in India is telling me that his system says my account is invalid. Like, that just doesn't make any sense. What? I need him to tell them what he's seeing, what error. He needs to be the one to drive this situation. He's saying, oh, I just want you to call and validate your numbers, which is, anyway. So I don't want to get on a 3-way call with Chase, so I derail this by talking to him about the routing number. I keep mentioning, listen, I have 3 routing numbers, paper and electronic, wires domestic, wires international. So are we sure we're using the right one? And he kind of hems and haws. Finally goes, okay, give me the domestic wires routing number. But I accidentally give him the routing number for wires for Bank of America.
Oh, okay, so that's routing business now with Bank of America, not with Chase, unfortunately.
What?
So that means that the number that you provided us before, the number that you provided us right now is wrong, and you were just messing with us in simple words.
Well, the previous number was the paper and electronic ACH, like the...
Oh, that's routing 026009593. Fucking piece of...
Hello?
Lincoln?
Yes?
Yeah, well, saying that routing, unfortunately, is with Bank of America, and that's not even possible that in your online banking Chase app, you can see Bank of America's routing number, ma'am. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I mean, it's what shows up on mine for wires, but again, I have no idea what wires are. So I was just...
Oh, that's so funny.
You hung up before you swore, though. You were about to swear at me.
No, I was just a little distracted with my colleague, though. Not you. Oh, no, not you. Obviously not you, man.
No. That'd be very
So
unprofessional, wouldn't
after,
it?
after looking into your details and after the information that you provided us, it looks like you were just messing with us, man. That's for sure.
What makes you think that?
I'm not thinking about anything. I'm sure about that, actually.
What makes you so sure, then?
Well, we know, actually, because that's not even possible. But yeah, you can give it a try maybe next time somewhere else.
Excuse me?
I said give it a try next time with someone else.
What do you mean?
Thank you.
And he hung up. So this guy actually works for DreamWealth, which is the same company that Sean works for. If you call back the number on the caller ID, that's where it leads to. And so the next day I called him back. Actually, I called him back accidentally because I had a missed call from him and I didn't recognize the number. I didn't write it down. So I just called him back like, hey, I have a missed call. And this happened. Hi, I have a missed call from this number.
You got a missed call from this number?
Yes.
Okay. Can I have your name, please?
Lindsay.
Lindsay?
Yes.
Lindsay Gardner?
Correct.
Well, I don't think so, Miss Gardner. I gave you a call today. Well, I do. I gave you a call yesterday.
I think it was yesterday, yes.
If you remember,
I'm going through my call log, yes.
my name is Mark. My name is Mark. We have a word regarding your insurance policy. Does that ring a bell?
Yes.
Tell me, what can I help you with?
Well, what did you, is the policy approved?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have missed calls from you, so...
You are approved for a plan, ma'am. It's $20,000 worth of coverage, $101, but the problem was with your account.
Right, so then...
I don't know, for some reason, Miss Gardner, you were giving me the routing of Bank of America from Chase Bank banking application. That's not even possible.
I'm still confused about that myself. But is this your direct line then, or?
Yeah, that's right. That's my business direct line.
And then, but you're not the person who signed me up for the policy. You're the person who confirmed. I'm just trying to figure out.
Unfortunately, I'm not. The
Yeah.
person who sold you this insurance was a telemarketer, Miss Gardner.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my job, what we do here is to call our clients and let them know what's going on with the policies. Retain the policies. That's what we do.
So
that's right.
So who is DreamWealth?
Who is DreamWealth? DreamWealth is basically the agency who is working with American Amicable Life Insurance.
But do you remember the name of the person who sold it to me? I want to say his name was Tom, but I don't remember precisely.
Well, basically there are a lot of telemarketers that are working for us. So I can find out that for you. That's fine. That's okay. But my job is not. My job is to call our client and let them know what's going on with these policies. And as we have a conversation yesterday, as I explained to you briefly, that your account that you're providing us, it's invalid.
I tell him that my plan is I'm going to go to a Chase branch and speak to the bank manager because I don't have faith in the frontline agents being able to resolve this.
Well, if you want to, at the end of the day, Ms. Gardner, you were getting this insurance for yourself, not for us, for Rebecca Martin. You don't buy life insurance because you're going to die, right? It's because those you love are going to live. So this is something for your daughter, not for you, not for me, not for DreamWealth, or not for anyone else.
I never spoke to Mark Taylor again. He didn't call me and I didn't call him, but I did get a call from...
My name is Henrik Wilson, and I'm calling you on behalf of your life insurance company. American Amicable. How are you doing today, ma'am? You have a whole life insurance policy with us for yourself, and you put your daughter, Miss Rebecca Martin, as a beneficiary in the policy. Okay, so I was calling you back because you provided us your JP Morgan Chase Bank for the payments.
Correct.
And that came back as invalid, so we're just calling you back to re-verify that information with you one more time.
Do you happen to know who underwrote the policy? Like, who sold it to me? I don't remember his name.
Okay, I will check that to you. If you can just give me a moment, please. Yeah, the agent who helped me with this policy, his name is Deshaun O'Lean.
So just like the previous guy, I re-verify my routing and account numbers.
Okay, and you provided us this number before, and this is invalid number. Do you have to use any zeros before the account number? for ACH payments?
I normally don't. I have heard that sometimes checking accounts are 12 digits, so if you want to add 3 leading zeros just to see what happens, but I doubt that's the problem.
No, I mean, with Chase Bank, the account number is 9 or 13 digits.
What what are you seeing on your, like, does it have like an error code, or what do I tell them?
So it's saying it's invalid. That's fine.
So just like with Mark Taylor, I promised to go into a bank branch and speak with a manager. He says that's totally fine and to please call him back once I do. I never call him back, but a few days after this, I get another call from...
Good afternoon, Miss Gardner. My name is Jason Weeks, ma'am. I'm calling you on behalf of American Amicable Life Insurance, ma'am. I hope you do remember applying for a policy with this last month, ma'am.
Yes.
Right, ma'am. So basically, it was just a verification call, Miss Gardner, because you haven't paid for this policy. You said, July the 1st was your first draft date, which was $101, and you haven't paid anything for this policy, ma'am. So we were just calling to double check if everything is okay, Miss Gardner.
Yeah, this is my first time hearing. I thought I paid. We drafted the payment would come out of my checking account and everything. What's going on?
All right, let me double check from my side, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So the problem we got, let me see here, was with your account number, ma'am. With JP Morgan Chase, it's coming back as invalid. So I believe we need to re-verify your account and your routing number, please.
So once again, I give them my account and routing numbers.
All right, there you go. So basically, Miss Gardner, JP Morgan Chase account number is of 12 digits. The one that you provided us, unfortunately, it's 9. There are 3 digits missing, ma'am. Where are they, though?
JP Morgan accounts are 9 digits. Some check accounts...
No, it's of 12, ma'am. Not 9, ma'am.
It's always been 9 for me, and then savings accounts are like 7. Bank of America has 12 digits. Each bank varies, but if they're insisting on 12, I guess you can add leading zeros. But
No, on zeros, no, ma'am. There's digits, not zeros. But that's fine. That's okay, ma'am. Do you have your debit or credit card with you, ma'am?
Basically, he wants to pay my late payment this one time with a credit card while I get the checking account stuff figured out. While I dig for my credit card, I ask this question. Does it say on your end the name of the agent who signed me up? I don't remember her name. I feel so embarrassed. She was so helpful. She signed me up for the policy. I don't remember their name.
Let me double check. Agent on record. Yeah, we do have a name. It's Sean O'Neill, ma'am.
So I give him my card number. He also wants to verify my date of birth and social again for some reason.
I'm going to try to make an immediate payment, okay? And let me double say. All right, so Ms. Gardner, you will be directed to a third-party credit card processor to make one-time premium payment using your credit card. You're also accepting one-time convenience fee of $3.95 added to your premium payment, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, so basically how it's work, when you can pay through your card, they would charge you $4 extra. So
he then tells me to grab a pen and a piece of paper so I can write down his direct line. But when I tell him I'm ready, he just goes back to the checking account and asks me if it's a joint account and if I have funds in it. So he's not even, I just gave him the card number, but he's just back to trying to figure out what's going on with the checking account.
Because this is something that's, that not happen every day, man. Well, if something is wrong, it says, yes, that's wrong, If it's right, that's no error, man. So, like, how it's work, when the insurance company try to pull out the money from account, it says invalid account number. So, yes, ma'am. A problem. Oh, my God. Okay, let me double check.
He asks me if the credit card is in my name and just continues to make noises and mutter to himself like this.
625 9813.
And then...
Okay, there you go. So, ma'am, the card number that you provided us, Miss Gardner, that the card is invalid as well, ma'am.
It's invalid?
Yes, ma'am. Unfortunately, it's 2, actually.
I mean, I can send you a picture of it. It exists.
Well, if you can, please, ma'am. So. Your account is invalid, your card is invalid. I don't know what we can do for you, ma'am. I was trying to provide you my number, but that's none of you provided. Okay.
I'm calling back the number on the caller ID and it's going nowhere. It's just hanging on calling, which granted it could just...
All right, have a good day, miss.
Excuse me?
I said have a good day, ma'am.
But how do I get a hold of you again?
Well, you don't need to get a hold of me. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cancel the policy, ma'am.
But what?
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
Why? Because the number that you providing us every time, it's invalid, ma'am.
But they are valid.
They are not, ma'am. If they are, we don't, Oh my God.
Excuse me?
Providing wrong details. No, I'm just trying to, write a note besides this that she is providing wrong information every time. So cancel her policy. She don't need. All right. There you go. Yeah. So same, Miss Gardner. You have a good day, ma'am.
But I
all right.
What do you mean it's invalid? I'm telling you. I'll text you a picture of the thing.
No, ma'am. All right, if you can, please, with that, if you have an account and the routing in front of you, send me a picture or send me a screenshot of that as well, ma'am.
I mean,
right now, please.
Yeah, to this...
All right, took us a screenshot. All right, took us a screenshot and send me via my manager's email, ma'am.
What is that email?
Let me ask him, all right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, this is juicy. I get an email out of it. I bet it's going to be at, like, some whack-ass domain, and it's not going to be at American Amicable, because there's no way these motherfuckers work for American Amicable.
All right, give me a second, okay? All right, can you hear me, Miss Gardner?
Yes.
Yeah, oh my God. Yeah, so, I was just double-checking the information again, each and everything, but it's still coming back as invalid. And why is that? Now we got a problem with JP Morgan Chase. Now we got a problem with Citibank. It's invalid number, the one that you just provided us.
So the checking account, I'm most confused because, again, JP Morgan Chase checking accounts are 9 digits, not 12. So I think...
All right, well, let's consider 9, but still it's invalid, ma'am.
Yeah.
Not for use.
But I mean, that's what you said.
Cannot do anything, ma'am.
That's what you said the problem was. So I think it's a mistake on your end. For the credit card, are you sure it's not like a...
Nope.
Are you sure it's not like a fraud thing?
Not a problem from our side, ma'am.
But you're insisting that it's 12 digits when it's really 9.
I never insisted. There's a difference between an insistence. So yeah, I never insisted. All right, that's fine, ma'am. Like I mentioned, we're going to go ahead and we're going to drop this insurance for you, okay? You can try to find something cheaper. Something local. You can call whoever you want to call to get insurance, okay?
That's a bit extreme when your system's wrong and you're going to drop my policy for it. At this point, they hang up, and as I mentioned, the number he called me from was spoofed, which is very professional and totally not a scam. All companies do that. Whenever they're calling you about your legit insurance policy, they spoof their number so you can't call them back. Very above board. By the way, look at this stack. 7 humans, 3 follow-up calls on the same policy. I have never had anyone be this thirsty to get me locked in to a policy. They must have really wanted their commissions. In terms of investigation, there really isn't much. Again, I showed you that Tom's numbers basically go nowhere. We do have a licensed agent name of Sean O'Neill, but there are 3 different ways to spell Sean and 3 different ways to spell O'Neill, or potentially more. And so running all these different permutations to the California Department of Insurance, especially since I don't know where he lives, unless he lists an @DreamWealth email address, we're just never going to find the right one. In hindsight, I should have asked how you spell his name, but too late for that now. What matters the most is that we know that DreamWealth Financial is behind these calls and were the ones that contracted the call centers, and they are the ones that will be added to the list.